YouTube, it's Nikki from Nikki Lilly. So today I thought I would do a really chill, sit down, chatty video. Now I know the majority of my videos recently have been sit down and have been chatty, but a lot of you guys have been requesting a Q&A, and I thought it's only fitting to do one, especially because we are now in 2017 and it's nearly February, so that is absolutely crazy. But yeah, I just thought, why not just sit down and answer some of your guys' questions, have a tea in my koala mug, and just relax and chill really. I've had a bit of a eventful January. I just got back from an operation in Denver, so my eye is quite swollen and red, so please excuse that. But it was a bit rough this time, but every time is a bit rough when I go. But all that matters is that I'm on the mend. And the second thing is that I cut my hair. Let me know if you prefer my hair longer and like slightly wavy or straight, or if you prefer it shorter and a little bit like sort of flicky. Without further ado, why don't I answer your guys' questions? First I need to find my phone though, that would be a good idea because I don't have it. And if you guys would like to ask me Q&A questions in the future, then the majority of the people that I get my questions from are from Instagram, so make sure to follow me on Instagram. It is NikkiLilly_, so make sure to do that, and I will also link it down below for you lovely lot. So we got, how many questions? We got 252 questions, and I've only had a quick like breeze through the questions, so it will be like the first time me actually looking at them and seeing what ones I'm going to answer. And as some of you guys are new to the channel, you guys may not have seen me do a Q&A before or even know a lot about me, so that's why I love doing Q&As, and they're just so fun. It's like a little interview. So let's have a look at the questions. Portia W_ asks, if your house was burning down, everyone in your house was sure to be safe, and you could only save one thing that's not technology, what would it be and why? I think I wouldn't actually save my makeup because makeup's replaceable, despite how much I have and how much it would cost if I tabulated it all up. But I think I'd probably have to save photos. Not that I have a lot of photos actually, not on a piece of technology, but I think it would have to be like photos or letters from you guys, but definitely photos like from when I was little, or if like a family member had photos that they hadn't taken out to save, then I'd save theirs. I know it's a bit of like a boring answer, but I feel like photos are such special things because you can't really recreate them. Imogen_Vickers asks, what is your favourite lipstick shade ever? And it's hard for me to like say what my favourite lipstick shade ever is, because I find that my favourite lipstick shade changes with like the seasons. So currently I've sort of veered away from like really dark wintry plums or browns or colours like that, and like come more into sort of nudey, peachy, springy colours. So at the moment I'm obsessed with like nude peaches and that have like an undertone of brown. So much so I'm actually a bit embarrassed about showing you guys this, but I thought it's quite funny actually. When I went to Denver most recently, because I just got back from there, I do a little bit of shopping when I go. It's one of the things that sort of keep me positive. When I went this time, I picked up not one, not two, but 3 lipsticks and lip products the same colour. I'm not even lying to you guys. They may be a different brand and a different formula, but they are the same colour. I think I'd have to say I'm definitely at the moment obsessed with like not super nude, like almost skin colour lip colours, but sort of like pinky, peachy, browny lip colours. Did you ever get bullied for your condition, and if so, how did you deal with it? I think I would say that I have been bullied, but I haven't been bullied constantly, in a sense that I haven't been bullied every day, and I haven't been bullied really badly, which I'm so thankful for. But yes, I have been bullied. I've been called a Cabbage Patch doll. I've learned, and I said it on Pride of Britain when I won a Pride of Britain award, that when someone bullies you, it's about them, it's not about you. And I feel sorry for the people that bully me, because, or leave me a horrible comment online, because those are the people with the insecurities, and they just do it to try and make them feel better about themselves, when really they're the ones with the problems. I just block and delete those haters and trolls, because they're not worth my time. Because I reach so many people, of course I'm not going to get 100% positive comments, but it definitely doesn't not affect me. But I think I've learned over time that it is really about them. Lauren Butchinen 03 asks, when you go out to a restaurant or shopping, etc., do you ever feel self-conscious or worried about people looking at you or staring? I really like this question, one, because I find it really relatable, and I think a lot of other people will. I definitely do, especially after an operation like currently. I feel a little bit more self-conscious than I would maybe if I hadn't had an operation so recently. And I think because I look unique, maybe more unique than the average person, it definitely does cross my mind, even when I film a video and I look a little bit more swollen than I do in my usual videos. I feel a little bit less, I feel more self-aware in the way I look and a little bit less self-confident. But I think it's important to remember that everyone's different and we all come in different shapes and sizes, but I think we're all unique. And I know that people look at me sometimes because they're curious, because I don't look like the average person, but it definitely does get to me sometimes, because it's not nice to be stared at. Like, I know from experience that when I was little, I was always taught never to stare at anyone, because it's mean and it's uncomfortable and it does lower your self-esteem. And I do get stared at quite a bit, I'm not gonna lie, when I'm out and about, especially by children, because they haven't really seen anyone that looks so different. But I try to stay positive, because I think it's important to remember that I am unique and so are you guys. And of course I have insecurities, but so does the girl next door and the guy next door. And yeah. How do you pronounce NYX? NYX is a makeup brand, if you guys didn't know, and I love it. Do you pronounce it NYX, N-I-X, or N-Y-X? I pronounce it NYX, so N-I-X, but I know people that pronounce it N-Y-X. I don't really know what's the right way of saying it. Have you ever had any weird or funny experiences with teachers? Well, I don't know if you could call this a weird or funny experience, but when I was little, I used to have a very big imagination, let's say, and I was obsessed with role play and make-believe and stuff like that. So I think all the way through primary school up to year 2, I remember this one distinctive time when I told my year 1 teacher I was going to Japan for a month, the next day, which would have been like a Tuesday, on a school day, and she was like, oh okay, she was like, are you sure? And I said, yeah, I'm going to Tokyo, was it Tokyo or Japan, what did I say, I don't know, to visit my best friend. I was like, we've been pen pals for ages and we're finally meeting. So she thought I was going to Japan for a month to visit my pen pal, and my sister was also at my school at the time. She was a lot older than me though, and my teacher went to my sister and said, is it just Nicole, because my teacher's called me Nicole going to Japan, or are you going too? And my sister said, what do you mean? We're not going to Japan. And my teacher said, oh, Nicole said you're going to Japan for a month to visit her pen pal. And that's when I realised it's not very good to tell your teachers or your friends that you're going to places that you're not actually going to. I didn't really think of it as lying at the time, because I just had a big imagination and I said what I hoped was actually going to happen, but it didn't. Bubbly Cheeks asked tips for starting a YouTube channel. There's a helicopter going by now. Take your time, helicopter. I've got all day. I feel like now I have quite a few tips because I've been on YouTube for about 4 years or so, or maybe like 3 3/4 or something like that. So I feel like I have quite a good knowledge of what's good to start a YouTube channel. So the first thing would be, when you start a channel, don't start it for any reason besides, I don't think you should start a channel envisioning to get famous or to get money out of it or anything like that. You have to start a channel because you want to, in a way, as in to start a hobby or talk about things you love, that you're passionate about, that you want to share with anyone. So the first thing is, start a YouTube channel because you want to talk about something you love, really. Don't expect your channel to go crazy overnight. I know that mine didn't. I didn't even get 10 subscribers in a month. I got 10 subscribers in maybe 3 months. So I think it's important. Some YouTubers have been insanely lucky and it's just happened overnight and they've done amazing, which is amazing for them. But a lot of us have a channel that will grow organically and over time. So I think it's important not to go into it expecting too much or for your channel to go crazy overnight. Think about your niche, in a sense. Think about what you want to talk about. Like on my channel, I focus on beauty, lifestyle, beauty and lifestyle really, yeah, beauty, lifestyle and sometimes vlogging. And so I think it's important to think of like maybe 1 or 2 things that you're going to focus your channel around and not do too many things. Because if one day you do a gaming video and one day you do a beauty video, it's a bit like you don't really have a permanent fan base because you're doing so many different videos. You could start a new channel after a while, like doing different videos, but I'd say keep your video content to just a couple of categories. To just be passionate about it, just be yourself. I know it's hard to say be yourself, like even now I sometimes struggle because you are talking to a camera, which is not normal. A camera is not a human, a camera is an object. So it's hard to sometimes say be yourself when you are talking to a camera. I feel a bit robotic because you are talking to an object that doesn't reply back. So I think try and be yourself as much as you can and be positive. No one wants to watch a video where you're like, I had a rubbish day today guys, but I like this product. Yeah. You know, if you're having fun talking about what you're talking about, then they'll have more fun watching it. And a lot of people benefit from people being positive online because it encourages them to be positive in real life or have a more positive outlook on life. So I think just try and be yourself and be happy on camera. And I can definitely tell when I'm watching a video or when I film videos when I'm really enthusiastic about something. So I think those are my main points about tips on starting a channel. Smudgy Bum 2468 asks, if you had to choose to quit every single one of your social media or YouTube, which one would you pick? I'd have to say YouTube because YouTube's like my life now. I know that's really sad, but it basically is. So I feel like I also reach more people through YouTube. So I feel like it's sort of, if you like added all of my social medias together, I'd still reach more people through my followers on YouTube. And it's also a lot more fun, I think, than like just social medias where you just like update your status or like scroll through other people's pictures, liking them. So I definitely rather stick to YouTube and get rid of all my social medias. So that's it for this video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this cheeky Q&A. I'm not going to say cheeky little because it's not a little Q&A, it's a very long Q&A. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please, please, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A and I will see you next Sunday for another video. Bye! Love ya!